welcome to the fourth episode of the Weekly Word. This week, I'm going to talk about integrity. It's a really important word, and so I'm going to have a lot to say, and I'm going to try to do it quickly. But I wanted to let you know, this virtual altar is all set up like this because we had a pet blessing ceremony yesterday, and oh my goodness, it was so sweet, and I thought, I moved some stuff around, but I thought you might enjoy, seeing a little bit, taking it in. Anyway, integrity. Integrity is about your honesty. It's about following your moral compass, spiritual guidance, that kind of thing. I think that, we really need to go through it. So somewhere in the Bible, I know it says that God values just and true actions above sacrifice, right? So what does that mean? Something like that. But what does that mean? That means, like, okay, no, we don't just, take our time and go to church or sacrifice an animal or something and say, okay, we're done. No, it's about what we do every day, how our actions are in line with our moral compass and, the basic human values of integrity. So I was thinking about it, and I kind of want to take it back. And I want to talk about a few figures, like key figures in history. So Moses, right? Moses he was all, like, was he worried about himself? No. He was all, like, talking about, no, we can't be worshiping these crazy idols and stuff. And he's trying to put the people right on the path with their moral compass. He wasn't worried about himself. He's taking a risk, right? Going out there, being a rebel. And same thing with Jesus, right? Okay, was Jesus worried about himself when he went into the temple and threw over the tables because, all the hypocrisy and things? No, he wasn't worried about himself. He was acting out of his integrity. He's doing the just and right thing. And, maybe it wasn't good for him. In the end, yeah, maybe. But he did it because that was the right thing to do. And who else do I want to talk about? Martin Luther, when he went against the Catholic Church and made all those changes to translate things so that the people could understand the church services and all of that stuff that he did. Did he make friends doing that? I don't think so. But he did it because it was the right thing to do, right? He wasn't worried about himself. He was worried about what was right to do. He was called to do that. And bless him, Dr. Martin Luther King. Was he worried about himself when he went out and gathered people to march and say, this is what's true, this is what's right, and he spoke so much about peace? Was he worried about himself? And clearly, we know he went through a lot there, but his voice was strong. Because you know why? Because he acted out of integrity. He acted with integrity. This, like, on that path of the moral compass guiding him, right? And so, I talk about all those wonderful figures that we have in our history and our culture, but then I want to bring it back. What about us, right? So what about you? Like, if you go to your job and they tell you, oh, we want you to do this, this, and that, and you're like, wait a minute, that's not okay with me. What are you willing to do? Like, to say, I'm sorry, I need to follow my moral compass. I need to act with integrity. Are you willing to risk your job? Oh, I know, maybe you have a family to support, or, everybody needs money. It's horrible. We have to live. But when do you get to that point ever? Because I know I have. And it's been a space where I had to say, no, I'm sorry, I can't do that because that goes against everything that I believe in. And so, I really just wanted to talk about that today because I feel like it's a really important word, integrity. We need to start, actually, we really need to start even as like a collective, it's so simple. Do unto others. Hello, golden rule. It's like in every religion and culture and history. They have some kind of version of it. But if we could all follow that, And I don't know why it's so hard for people. But if we could all follow that, we will come to like a really nice place, I think. Okay, I bring it down a little bit. I have a lot to say about integrity. I might need to do another episode about integrity. But for now, I'm going to give you a little blessing because I have a little bit of water here still from yesterday. So, yeah, you're blessed. You're blessed. Remember, our words have power. Shanti Shanti is bringing peace to your journey. So send in your comments and questions and check back next week for another episode of the Weekly Word. Many blessings.